and welcome to Assembly Audible. I'm your host, Jennifer Pierce, multimedia content specialist with Assembly Magazine. Women in Manufacturing is an organization making an impact. The mission driven trade association has 14,000 individual members from the manufacturing industry, representing more than 2,000 manufacturing companies hailing from 48 U.S. states and 40 countries. The association, founded in 2010, hosts various resourceful events in virtual learning, networking, and a signature event series called Moms in Manufacturing. The first event of its kind launched just last year. Moms in MFG is gearing up for their second annual virtual conference, an event called Rise Together, Thrive Together, which will be held this year on August 11th, 2022. Today, we are joined by Lisa Tarsi, Senior Manager of Strategic Partnerships and Events with Women in Manufacturing. Lisa manages the Moms in MFG annual conference, among many other events with the organization. Lisa, thank you and welcome to Assembly Audible.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. I'm happy to be here. So the Women in Manufacturing Association, as you mentioned, Jennifer, was founded in 2010. Our founder and president, Allison Graylis, founded the organization based on the needs of women working in manufacturing. So it started as a small networking group called Women in Metal Forming, and then quickly grew to a member-based organization. And in 2015, we were confirmed as a 501c6 trade association, so a national trade association. Our mission is to support, promote, and inspire women working in manufacturing. Our membership, as you mentioned, we do have 14,000 plus individual members from across the country as well as the globe. Additionally, we do have corporate member companies that are a part of our organization, over 275 at this point and growing. And throughout the year, we hold various events at a national level as well as educational programming. We have 32 chapters located in various regions and states across the country, which hold events on a local level. So opportunities to learn from industry leaders and connect with peers in manufacturing that are really based in their region of the country. So really, there's no shortage of ways to get involved in WIM. Our members really are, what run our organization. So we wouldn't be able to do what we do without our members. And we're really here to support and serve women and men who support the women and serve as allies to all of us in the manufacturing industry.
Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, so what prompted the event Moms and MFG?
So, as mentioned, we are a women's organization. So a big portion of our members not only just serve the role of manufacturing professional, but also of mom or parent or caregiver at home as well. So following and throughout the COVID pandemic, we really, based on, studies and research that we did and that was really done across the country and globe, we kept hearing from our members and knew honestly at a personal level as well, the challenges that working parents and caregivers were facing due to the COVID pandemic. So in 2021, as a team, we decided based on that, the challenges being faced, we have to come up with something to be able to offer to our members who are not only manufacturing professionals, but also, mom or as I mentioned, parent or caregiver at home as well, to really help them kind of figure out how to navigate through these challenges. And we see the numbers that, 2 million plus women have left the workforce because of during and since the COVID pandemic. And, we want to be able to provide that support to encourage women and to provide those resources to them to be able to, navigate through those challenges and really come out on the other side of being able to make it work, to be a professional, but also a working parent or mom if they're able to.
What are some issues that moms, parents, and caregivers in manufacturing are facing currently?
So, the issues that working parents that we are hearing they're facing currently have to do a lot with, flexible work schedules is one thing. So for for folks that are working, in production within a manufacturing company, they may not have that flexible work schedule where they are able to start a little bit later in the day or end the day early to pick up their children or be home for their kids. So flexible work schedule is definitely one that companies I know across the board we've been hearing are looking at, making those more readily available for their employees, whether, however they come to that conclusion of how it could work for their companies, just creating a little bit more of that flexible schedule norm and setting that within their companies. Another issue and challenge that we hear about working parents facing right now is childcare. So this was a huge one that came about and really came to the surface from the pandemic. So, we had these issues with childcare where during the pandemic, sometimes our kids would just have to stay home while we worked remotely, or there'd be closures at school due to cases rising and things like that. So that really brought about, childcare being such a critical need for working parents to be able to really go back to work, go back to the office, wherever it may be, to get their jobs done. And even honestly from home, coming from myself as a working parent, I had my children home with me during closures. And even though they were home with me, it's still hard to get work done, like even though they're in the house with me. So speaking from personal experience, childcare is critical. And I know it's cited in many different studies as one of the key struggles of working parents currently. They need those resources. So, a common thought process behind that is for companies to make available more on-site childcare opportunities. Additionally, I know some companies that have benefits included in their packages for employees where they can access emergency services for childcare situations where a family might need childcare for a certain period of time, and the workplace does provide those services or resources to access those services as well. So I would say flexible work schedule, childcare, and then additionally, I talked a little bit earlier about the inclusive work environment. So we're seeing the workplace evolve due to the pandemic and things like that, and being able to offer opportunities for working moms to have privacy when they're returning after their child is born. So to be able to provide that private space for them to pump and store their breast milk throughout the day and things like that. There's really a lot of room for improvement, but we've already seen some small strides in that space as well.
It sounds like this event, though, could be very helpful for providing some solutions. So that's great.
Yeah, that's our hope. We're bringing together leaders from across the industry for this conference. We're really excited. U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar is going to be giving welcoming remarks to attendees, and then, as mentioned, experts from across the industry who do have that experience, with being a working parent, is really bringing a lot of value to the table and a lot of great insights. And as I mentioned, one of our speakers, her name is Allison Seward. She's going to be speaking on, advocating for yourself as a working parent and things like that, topics that really will provide a lot of tangible benefit and tools that attendees can take back with them to their home and work. So that's our hope.
That's great.
Really the goal of this program. Yeah.
Okay, so is registration still open for moms in MFG?
Yeah.
On August 11th?
Yeah, so registration is open. As mentioned, it is a virtual conference, so registration will be open all the way up to August 10th, the day prior to the event. Okay. So I would recommend going to womeninmanufacturing.org to register. And yeah, lots of opportunities to get involved still available, very much so.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time and expertise.
Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it.
For more insights on assembling discrete parts into finished products and the people behind it all, visit our website, assemblymag.com, and be sure to subscribe to the podcast to keep up with our latest episodes. We're also on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, so we invite you to follow us there too. This has been Assembly Audible. Thanks for listening.